Early recovery is really an exercise in removing things that are tripping us up, things that could threaten our sobriety. And I know for me early on, I realized how damaging social media could be to me staying sober. And a big part of that was just comparison to other people, you know? Clearly, you know, things like Instagram, TikTok, all of those things, they're really great because you can get a lot of good information from people like this shit, you know? But at the same time, I found it really hard, especially with like Instagram. Watching other people having a good time was really hard for me because it let my brain start thinking, what if? Like, I would see people out just doing the things that I thought that I deserved to be able to do, and that opened up this massive just influx of problems for me. I started thinking, oh God, I wish I wasn't in this situation. That is a horrible place to be. I started comparing my lives to other people. Like, oh, they're so successful and look at me, I'm fucked. I'm just trying to get sober and, you know, clean my life up right now. I started just taking a few steps to overcome this thing. And one of them was I just kind of went through and I stopped following a lot of people that I found were kind of, well, triggering to me. I also started just taking Instagram off my phone. I do it periodically, I still do it all the time. If I catch myself getting into this well, loop, basically, you know, the algorithm gets you and the job is to kind of keep you there. I realize if I just take it off my phone, I still have it on my computer. I can still check in and see what's going on, but it's completely different on a computer. And that really helped me kind of break free of it. And I could be more targeted towards what I was wanting to watch. Because comparing yourself in early recovery to what other people's lives are is so counterproductive. You know, we are exactly where we need to be at any given time. It's exactly where we are. And in early recovery, those kind of hypotheticals, like, oh, what if I had done this differently and why don't I get those? It's so much self-pity kind of floods in. I know it did for me. And so there are just little steps you can take to minimize all of these problems. You know, early recovery, it's really about seeing what's tripping you up, like what's fucking your head up, and isolating those, recognizing them, and saying, okay, what's my life gonna look like without that? And then you are able to remove it, you know? And Instagram and TikTok and that kind of shit can be very damaging. And so I would just say be kind of cognizant of that. Recognize when it is a problem and try and use it to your benefit and try to not let it trip you up, because man, it could be a huge problem, and for us, big problems can lead to relapse and death. So it's not worth death.